Hello everyone, welcome to Andrew's Quest, and now I'm going to be talking about daily routine. I was talking about morning rituals before in another video, in the previous video probably. Yeah, it'll be the previous video. So I was talking about morning rituals, but now I'm going to talk about daily routines, and there is a difference. I don't look at the things that I do in the morning as those things that I mentioned as rituals. Those aren't routine in the sense of they're not things that I have to do, or I don't know how to explain it. Those are more symbolic things, I guess. Think of a ritual as like a spiritual kind of thing. Not necessarily spiritual, but something that is more on the emotion side of thing. Setting the tone, setting the mood, setting the precedent of your day, whatever. But now the routine that's the whole day routine. Now, this is difficult for me because I don't have a everyday. I do have certain things I do every day. I don't know why I'm doing this. But anyway, I do have certain things that I do every day, but there are not, I don't have like a daily routine in the normal sense. But I'll explain. Anyway, right now, and for the past few months, and I'm not sure how much longer, but not much, probably not very much longer, I have not been at work because I've been off because I got injured and I'm recovering, etc. From my surgery. So my routine is different in the sense that I can go about my day how I want and whenever I want, like that kind of stuff. You think that's easy for you to say because I work, if you're like thinking like you work and I'm off, then it's easy, but it's not, because you have to have the self-discipline to do everything. It's so easy actually to just do nothing. And really that's the real challenge every day, is not forcing, but reminding yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Now, being in recovery, I have to make sure that physically I'm not overexerting myself, because it negates the whole reason that I'm in recovery in the first place. So it's a balancing act. I go to the gym for the purpose of physiotherapy, my own physiotherapy, outside of the formal going to physiotherapy, right? So the daily routine is this. I wake up. Right now I don't have a set time. It's really all over the place. But I wake up. Outside of the rituals, which I mentioned, then I go and I make my breakfast. My breakfast is typically, on a normal standard day, oatmeal, apple cinnamon oatmeal, and I put raisins in it. I sound like a very old person. I just added this like a month ago. I just started doing that as my breakfast. Why? Because it's healthy, and I do like the taste of apple cinnamon, so it actually I like it, whatever. And I don't have coffee, I have chocolate milk. I'm not against coffee. I used to drink coffee all the time. My reason to not drink coffee anymore is it gives me these like ups and downs, and then I feel like crashing after the sugar and all that wears off. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with caffeine. I still drink espresso, I still drink coffee from time to time, but it's not like a routine anymore. I don't have it for breakfast, for example. Chocolate milk, I like chocolate milk. If anybody who knows me, I'm a huge chocolate, anything, I love chocolate. So, then I go, if it's a gym day, I go 4 times a week to the gym. If it's a gym day, then I go to the gym. At the gym, I do whatever. Now I have so many various physio exercises that I can't do them all in one session, because then it's like way too much. Typically, I'll go on the bike for a few minutes, the stationary, to loosen up my knee. And then now I've been able to jog, so I'll do a little bit of a jog. But I haven't been doing that with the cough, because it just makes me cough like a maniac, and I don't like doing that. Normally, though, I'll do a little bit of a jog. Then, depending on the exercise, whatever. I spend typically half an hour to maximum 1 hour at the gym. Typically, it's usually half an hour to 45 minutes, though. Okay? Then, that's on a gym day. I also plan my week. Yes, I plan my week and my days based on appointments. Physiotherapy, at one point I was going 3 times a week. I had other appointments, doing the financial advising kind of stuff. doctor appointment, surgeon appointment, just like technical training for the finance stuff, etc. Like, so it's like, yeah, I'm off, but I'm still doing these things. Nothing that involves physical. The only physical activity I do is physiotherapy. I have not played a sport since I got injured, which is actually the most frustrating thing. Or to go back to pre-injury, I used to play soccer every Monday. And I hope eventually in my life I might be able to do that again. But anyway, daily routine. Let's focus on the content here. So that's the gym, if it's a gym day. Then again, it's really random. If there is an appointment, the whole day I kind of plan around the appointment. But then I throw in these 2 Duolingo exercises. Duolingo is my language app that helps me practice my Italian. I throw 2 of those in however I can. Sometimes I'll do them on the bike at the gym. Sometimes I'll do them first thing in the morning. Sometimes I'll do them at midnight, the night before, which counts as this day. So like at midnight, so it still counts calendar day today. I could do it that way. Meditate, again, is something I throw in. I always do it every day, but I try to do it at times in the day where it's most necessary, depending on how liberal my schedule is. What I mean by necessary is like when you start getting a momentum going, like get the ball rolling, you might start feeling a little bit like tired, or you might be like overwhelmed or flustered, something like that. Those are good times to meditate. Typically I'll do it after the gym though. Usually when I get home from the gym, I will shower, meditate, whatever, eat lunch, etc. Yeah, and then that brings me to the rest of my day. Really, that's just based on what I had intended to do that day. Now I have some new intentions every day where I want to film 2 videos a day and hopefully upload 2 videos a day. Meaning, this right now, what I'm doing is part of my daily routine now. It's a new thing. I changed my style. That doesn't mean I'm only going to film 2 videos every day. I know some days I won't be able to film, so maybe I'll do 4. Yesterday I did 4 because I missed the day before, etc. So that's another thing. Reading. Basically I made the goals this year to reread all of the, well, not all of, some of the books that I've read, like the self-help books, whatever you want to call them, self-improvement books. So I take the number of pages that the book is in total, and I divide it by how many days are in that month. So Think and Grow Rich is like, let's just round, it's 300 pages, roughly. I know January is 31 days, but I said 10 pages a day because I didn't start on the 1st. Okay? So I read 10 pages a day minimum. I always go over that. Just my habit, that's like, I have to force myself to stop, usually. Piano, half an hour a day. When? Usually, hopefully, ideally, when I'm done most of the things like this. And you know what? Let me explain this better. The piano, the reading, and I also forgot to mention drawing. I said I wanted to do 5 figure drawings. Figures like I have this little statue guy here. Here he is. He is a figure model statue, and he's not great. He is great, but he's not the greatest version of this because you can't really move him around too much. But anyway, I draw 5 of him in different poses per week just to brush up on my art skills, my visual art skills. Alright, so those creative kind of like, relaxing stuff, that's my relaxing. That's instead of going to watch TV or play video games, that's what I do now. So, yeah. The productive stuff comes first, so like these and editing is cool because I can kind of, the in-between times where it's loading and rendering, etc., I can do other things, so that frees up time. Usually I draw 1 figure while I'm waiting for a file to load or save or whatever. Okay? Yeah, so that's how routine works for me. It's not like a set schedule. It's just I know this week, this is why time management is important. I know in a year I want to accomplish so much. Then I broke it down to a month, and I divided it by 12. Literally the numbers, the ones that have numbers, the goals that have numbers attached to them, I divided by 12. Then I broke it down into this week I want to do this many, and then in the day it's like this day I want to do this many. That's the way you do things. You don't say I'm going to do 365. Actually, now that I think about it, it's over 730 videos this year. No, I'm going to do 2 videos a day. What sounds more difficult? If you do it 2 a day or 725 in a year. No matter how you do it, it gets done. But like, what sounds easier? What's more likely to occur? Even if I don't do 725, but if I still try to do 2 a day and I miss a day here and there, even if I hit 600, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what numbers I'm pulling out anymore. I think 730 if you do 2 a day. Correct me if I'm wrong. It really doesn't matter. It's just an example. That is my daily routine. Wake up with intention and go, go, go. My relaxing is doing creative stuff, like the half hour a day of the piano, drawing a figure, reading a book. The Duolingo's kind of relaxing too, I guess. It is. Meditation. I can use that as a relaxation method. So I'm not burning myself out. And it's even cooler because, like, as of right now anyway, I break things up. I can break things apart. Now this seems like, oh, what about when I go back to work? I intentionally had the mindset of knowing I may be going back to work very soon, so that I created the amount that I created for myself was an amount that wouldn't be overwhelming with a work schedule. So now it's easy, actually. It's really easy because I'm off. And I didn't want to make this overwhelming thing when I go back to work, because that's an adjustment in itself. Anyway, that's my daily routine. And yeah, there's meals in there somewhere. Some days, at times, I actually would like be so into what I was doing. Not recently, but I used to be so into what I was doing. I wasn't even hungry, didn't think about food. Then I'm done, I'm like, oh wow, now I'm hungry. Yeah, that's how, like, when you're on a roll, that's how it starts happening. Now, yes, I eat and this and that, and there's a whole other underlying preparation process that goes into this daily routines. But that's the daily routine in a nutshell. Then when I go to bed, usually when I go to bed, then I'll watch YouTube videos that help me supplement on my Italian learning outside of Duolingo. Duolingo is good for vocabulary. It's not great for, like, you don't know why certain things are used at certain times in any language with Duolingo. So, I'm ranting now. That's enough. That is my daily routine in a nutshell. Probably missed a bunch of stuff, but generally that's how it goes. Also, throw in the fact that I visit family, etc., friends, blah, 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 when I can. That's all for today. Let's keep growing together. What's your daily routine? Have a great day. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you would like to see me talk about. Take care.